This is the piece of hickory I was going to take. And look at all the bug holes. Look at all the boring holes. It's Thursday, May 8th. The leaves are out and the sap's flowing. And this is a hickory stave. And it's that time of year that the bark just peels off like a banana and you get a pristine back. So this is my new challenge, my new project. I have a friend that's selling some property and the land's going to be cleared and there's really no hickory on it, but there was a big holly bush. And I cut a stave down from the holly bush and I'm going to try and make a bow out of it. I have one more stave to get out of the woods and that'll be the end of it. So that's the challenge, to make a bow out of holly. Saturday, May 10th, I had bought a new dump wheelbarrow, so I decided to use this one to get this heavy log out. This is the other piece of holly that I want to get out, American holly. And I have to say, pound for pound, this is the heaviest wood I ever dealt with. Look what it did to the cart. But I gotta tell you, with the dual wheels, once you get it on and ratchet it in, it goes pretty good. So it's almost to the cart. Work smarter, not harder. Backed up on a hill, you can just push it in now. It's Saturday, May 10th, and it's been a real busy day for me today. I don't know if I mentioned in an earlier video, I have a friend that his mother passed away. He had a piece of property, and he let me go in to see if there was any hickory there. And I actually found, for the first time, on Long Island we have the pine trees are getting devastated. And I actually found two nice hickory trees, and they had bug boring holes in it. So I saw there was a holly bush there. I knew they were going to get, once that place is sold, they're going to get cut down. So I made a nice stave. There's going to be a holly bow, American holly bow video. I'm going to make a bow out of it. And that big holly log on the end of the trailer took me 3 days. 3 days to drag it out. I finally went in with a double-wheeled wheelbarrow. It's so heavy. I can't believe how heavy it is. Has to be one of the heaviest saturated logs that I ever dealt with. And I'm not even sure if I can get a bow out of it. But luckily I do have a stave I cut out of one. So anyway, the owner of the property, his mother passed, I told them I'd make a bow for him from wood from the property. So I went in the opposite end of the property and I found two trees. This tree and that tree. So I just managed to split this one in half. I'm going to split it in quarters. I stopped by to see him, but he's out of town. I want to check his eye dominance to see if he's righty or lefty, and measure his draw length and get together with him to come over to build the bow. We're going to build a bow from his mother's property. So I achieved my goal. It was a rough couple of days, a lot of hard work, but I got two types of hickory from his property, and one of the tree guys came through for me with these giant logs. I paid him, and I told him I'll pay his guys to come with the big chainsaws and cut these in half for me. I'm going to actually pay him and have him quarter those gigantic logs in the trailer for me. So I'm going to have plenty of staves trimmed up and put away so to keep me busy throughout the winter. So that's all. So today was stave day, and actually log day, and we're going to cut a few staves out of these logs. So there'll be more coming up on my videos. There'll be a hickory build for my friend from his mother's property, and there'll be a holly build from a tree that came off of that property. So two things that'll be coming up. Just to let you know, it took me a long time today to split this log with wedges and hammers, and I'm going to make two really nice staves. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and what I hope to have done before I call it quits is just split these in half again so I have quarters. Got it split. Takes a lot of work. You ever wonder why guys sell these self bows and you say, oh, it's a hunk of wood, they want $1,800. Well, let me tell you something. Go get yourself, go out in the woods, cut down a tree, and then I want you to try and drag it out by yourself and then split it to see what, split it and see if you're able to do it. It's this time of year where the bark, once the trees start to bud, that you could peel the sap off the back of a lot of whitewoods. The only one I haven't been able to peel off is that holly. The holly don't peel off. That's the only thing with the holly. Okay. So look, we have a nice pristine back. It peels right off. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave these two big and see where we could sneak out a bow in between any knots, like like in here or something. But it looks pretty good, right? Let's go over here and check over here quick. Let's check this one. This one has some knots on the side, so it's bigger. And the reason it's bigger is because I'm not going to be able to use the lower side that has the knots. But it's okay, we can take this bark off in pieces. I mean, it's nothing like taking the bark off a fresh whitewood in the spring. And if you're ever in the winter and you need wood, you saw my videos, I found out that if you steam them, if you steam these logs for an hour and 15 minutes, in the winter, this bark will peel off just like it was the spring. But you have to, it has to be an hour and 15 minutes. Okay? It has to be. Oh, we got a pretty bow going to come out of this one. Beautiful bow coming out of this one. Look at that, beautiful. Okay. Let's see if I can show you. Look how nice, beautiful. Okay. I'm beating to death the second log, and I trimmed it a little bit off to the side because this side has knots. A lot of knots, but on this side I'm going to get at least one really nice bow out of it. But again, it's that time of year where you could peel off the back of the bow. Look at that. See how that comes off? Really nice. Look how nice the bark and cambium comes off this time of year. Okay. Now this was the side that I thought was going to be trouble. And look at it. I'll be able to get a bow out of this too. Okay, so I just wanted to give you an update. This is log number 2, ready to go get put in the garage for a later date. And then I got one more over here that I'm going to just try and trim up today. We'll see. I'm kind of shot. Okay, this is the last quarter. Look at that. This is where we're going to get a nice bow out of, right next to this. Going to make a beautiful bow out of that. Okay, this is the last half log of mocker nut hickory. And by far, this was the toughest to split. Different type of wood, I guess, or I'm just exhausted. But I beat the hell out of it, cut it, and what I thought was I was only going to maybe get one bow out of it, a short bow, a shorter bow, you know, 62, 64, and I'm going to be able to get two out of it. So you really never know until you peel that bark off, that spring bark. And I got two nice staves here. The last one on the floor I think is a total loss because it split, but at least I got two out of it. Feels so good to be done. Take a nice hot shower. I wound up with 4 pig nut staves, 4 really nice pig nut staves. I have a little pig nut sapling that I have a bow layout on. I can make a short bow on that. And the mocker nut, when the tree was cut, it split. As it was coming down, it split a little bit, but I was still able to get what I believe 2 really nice staves out of it. One I knew was gone, and but I'm going to have 2 nice staves out of it. So it was a productive day today. Every day that you wake up is a great day. I think everybody who's into archery at one point in their life, they should really try to make a bow themselves. I suggest you go to Shannon Outdoors and buy a fire hardening video, and you're able to get whitewoods in your area. And if you get them like now when the buds are coming out and all, you can peel the bark and cambium off, you know, the back, really nice, and make a bow. All right, every day you get up is a great day. Be grateful, go out and shoot, and try making a bow. It's part of archery. Thanks for watching.